up guys, hope you are well. We are back with the 6th session of VIP Freestyle Football of Persian Ball. Hope you have done the previous movements properly. Today I want to teach you a new movement. This is also one of the basic movements that needs training. The style and technique is different and I hope you can do it with training. So let's go for it. As you can see, this is called the Hop the World movement, HTW, because for every movement you have a small jump. You can put it with basic movements and has its own technique. I'll teach it in few parts according to my teaching style. We train every part and then we can do it all together and we can do a stylish Hop the World. For doing the Hop the World movement, the very first movement that you have to learn is juggling. If you are weak at juggling and you have come straight to this video, I recommend you to watch the first video of this VIP Freestyle Football course. Learn it properly and then you can do the Hop the World movement. What I want you is clean, controlled and trustworthy juggling. So this is the first level that you must learn. Next level, we go for the Hop the World. We must divide it to some parts. What should we do? The first movement that I want you to learn is that you drop the ball, wait a little and then juggle. Like this. Wait and hit. You should bend your leg, wait a little and then juggle to have the simulation of Hop the World. Because when you're doing the Hop the World, your foot reaches the ground a little late. So the next level, you have the ball in your hands, you drop, you let it hit the ground, rotate your foot and you hit it vertical. The ball shouldn't go other directions. Try to hit the ball vertical with a standard height because we want to get used to doing the left one too. We do right, right and left. From the beginning, we are used to hitting it vertical. We shouldn't hit it so high because we want to do it with our left foot too. So if the ball comes here, we cannot do the left one. This is an important point that you can't see it in any YouTube video. And I'm telling you by the experience of 15 years for free. When you have learned this style, next level is to hold the ball on your feet, like this. And when you jump, rotate your foot around the ball. This style at least makes you do the Hop the World movement. Actually, it's not the Hop the World, but this training brings this style to your body. So I'll do it again. It's important to lock the ball on your feet, that I have taught it in the Around the World movement tutorial. Watch the ATW tutorial if you haven't watched it. If you want to start freestyle and progress faster, I suggest you to select this Persian Ball because it has a great bounce and is designed especially for freestyle. And also you can have these freestyle shoes that are made of special materials that don't make your foot tired. The ball doesn't slip because of the materials that are used in these shoes front part. If you want to have yours, links in the description. In the next level, you try to catch the ball, because when you train it, the style and pace will be brought to your body. In the next level, you have your trial. When you juggle, a straight touch, a straight juggling, that comes exactly here, not here. The ball doesn't go forward, the ball comes up. So when you juggle, a little high, so that you have the time to rotate your foot around the ball. Do this for right and left foot. Look, this is correct. This is wrong. And then you are able to do with your left foot after right foot. It means when I do this, I hit it vertical so I can do the other one too. You see? So easy, especially when you do both feet. First, train it single. When you want to do the HTW many times, you need a little jump for every foot, and body needs a special rhythm to do the HTW many times. With the training that you do, I'm sure you can progress, and I can see you on the word essays. The next tutorial is right here. If you want to watch the previous tutorials, you can go to the step-by-step tutorial playlist. Your support is your like and your comment. What's up guys, welcome to the 7th session of VIP Freestyle Football of Persian Ball that works professionally on your freestyle. Today we are going to learn the hop juggling. So let's see how it looks like. You see, it's an easy movement, and it's the basic of creative combinations that you can combine it with hard and easy movements, and also you can take a lot of great pictures with it. As my teaching style, we're gonna separate the movement to few steps, and we're gonna train step by step, and finally we're gonna work on some combinations as homework. So let's watch the hop juggling together. We can put it in the crossover or X movements group, but even easier because there is no need to rotate your opposite foot around the ball. The first training that I want you to do is to lift your opposite foot or left foot up and try to jump with the right foot. Try to lift your toe. If you have watched the previous videos, you know why. And train it without the ball to catch the style of the movement. In the second step, we try to do it with the ball. We use our hands to do the movement very well. We bend our weak foot, we make the right foot ready, we let the ball go, when it bounces, we jump and we hit the ball. When we catch the ball with our hands again, that is the exact moment that we do it right. So try to catch it with your hands again. The ball goes forward. Why? Because my toe is not lifted up. When your toe is not lifted up, the ball goes forward. So try to do it 10 times correctly. When you have done this movement 10 times correctly, now it's time to hit it on the air. I mean, don't let it hit the ground. Hit it on the air. When the ball is coming, jump and hit the ball. Many guys ask me which ball and shoes do I use. I use Persian ball and shoes, which are both designed especially for freestyle. And there's a friction layer on the ball that the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. And also there is a PU layer in front part of the shoes and the side part of the shoes that the ball doesn't slip on your shoes, and you can do the movements very well and very easy, and you can progress faster. If you want to have yours, links in the description. In the fourth step, we do it with the juggling. If you haven't trained juggling and don't know how to juggle professional for freestyle, go to the first video of this tutorial course and watch juggling tutorial, and when you have reached the best style, you can come to this video and learn the hop juggling. We do it with the juggling, with discipline and controlled juggling, and when we want to do it, we hit a little higher and then we jump and we hit the ball and we take it back. So do it correctly 10 times and it will become easy, because the most usage of this movement is to combine it with another movements. For example, you do it twice in a row. It's time to revise the movement. First, I lift my toe. I try to jump with good style. And then I use my hands. I drop the ball. I jump and I hit the ball with good style, then I don't use the ground, then I'll juggle and do the hop juggling properly. In the last step, we try to make the movements a little hard. For example, if we want to do this movement, we train it like this. We grab our left foot, we jump and we hit the ball. And also, we can make a combination out of crossover and the hop juggling movement. And if you haven't trained the crossover movement and haven't watched the tutorial, I think I have taught it in the 5th tutorial. Actually, it is possible only with hard work, consistency, and a lot of training that you can make a lot of combinations with the hop juggling movement. Anyway, hope you have used this tutorial very well. The next movement that you're gonna learn is the slap movement, the video that I put right here. And also, check the previous videos if you haven't tried crossover, ATW or juggling. First, watch the previous tutorials and then come to this tutorial and the next tutorial. What's up guys, welcome to the 8th session of VIP Freestyle Football of Persian Ball. Today we are having the slap movement tutorial. So first, let's watch the slap movement and we will have the tutorial. The slap movement is one of the easy and basic movements of the creative combinations that is combined with hard and easy movements. It's not a difficult movement, especially when you follow the instruction and train it step by step. The slap movement is an easy movement. I'll show you one more time. It's an easy movement that many athletes that are in social media or mostly footballers do this, and it's a viral movement. As I said, it's an easy movement and it's combined with many movements and makes creative combinations. In the first step, hold the ball between your feet, like this. And when you make a pressure, the ball will be locked. At first, it's slippery and the ball will be slipped. So the solution is doing this training. So first, do it like this, ups and downs, do it correctly 20 times in 5 sets. And then, when it became good, you can do this. Do the movement X. And this is the step 2. The possibility of the ball slipping is so high in this training. Try to master the training 1 to do the second training very well. For doing the slap movement, the ball may slip a lot of times. If you want to do the movement with more height, I suggest you, and it's better, to use Persian ball and shoes. Because there is a friction layer on the ball and there is also a friction layer on the shoes and peel layer on side part and front part of the shoes. Because they are designed especially for freestyle. And you can land the movement faster and progress faster. If you want to have yours, links in the description. An important tip is that I put pressure vertically on the ball. It means now I'm putting pressure to right and side part of the ball, to back part of the ball, forward, and again side part of the ball. So the ball is locked and it won't slip. And do it correctly 20 times without any mistake. In the third step, you just have to lift the ball. First, make the X style and then lift the ball with your toes. At the beginning, it might not have the strength and the power to lift the ball. So don't worry, after training, you will gain the power and you can lift the ball easily. An important tip is that you shouldn't put pressure to the side part of the ball. You should put pressure under the ball to lift the ball. In the last step, we do it all together. We do the slap movement and we juggle. An important tip is that I roll the ball from my ankle to the toes. That makes the ball to be lifted up higher. You may ask question, a slap movement, but I cannot lift it higher. That is the solution. Roll the ball from your ankle up to the toes. When you can do this movement, now it's time to do it with juggling. Both of them are amazing, with juggling and itself. When you want to do the juggling, you juggle, you do a little higher juggle, and then you search for the landing spot. And then you put your foot right there. When the ball lands, you take the ball, do the slap movement, and do it again. When you learn it with juggling, it's easier to do many slaps. For example, 2 slaps in a row, and you can combine it with other movements. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you cannot do it in the beginning and first days, it's okay. With training, you can do it properly. So train it very good so that we can pass this level and do another movement. That is Clipper. I want to see you on word essays. You have 1 week. You have 1 week to train. Your support is your like, comment, and your subscription. Thank you and see you in the next video. What's up guys, hope you are well. We are back with another session of VIP freestyle course of Persian Ball. In this session we are gonna learn the Clipper movement. As you can see, it's an easy and wonderful movement that if you learn it, you can combine it with a lot of movements and make great combinations. So let's learn it together. For doing the Clipper movement, first of all, the first need is the style. This is the Clipper's style. The first training to have the Clipper style is to place your foot from outside on the ground and try to lift it. When you lift it, inside part of your foot must be flat. And also, you can bend your weak foot or your left foot. In the second step, do this movement but behind of your weak foot. And pay attention to this important and crucial tip. That is, if there is a pressure on your ankle, there is no pressure on your weak foot. So try to put pressure on your weak foot so that it doesn't hurt your ankle. And lift your toe as much as you can so the inside of your foot is flat. The third step, now the ball is in the game. Hold the ball with your hand, hold it next to your body, drop it. When it bounces, put your feet under the ball and just a little touch. It's okay if the ball goes away. Just a little touch is needed. After you have done it, sometimes when the ball bounces, you do the Clipper movement and you can hold it for seconds and you realize that you're communicating with the ball. Look, it's okay for even half of a second. And when you have felt that you have communicated with the ball and you felt that you can hold the ball, you can come to the next step. The next movement, you gotta do it like a rubber band. Your left foot must be like a rubber band. In this movement, your timing is really important. Actually, your foot escorts the ball from the spot you receive it until the spot you leave it. Exactly like this. It hit the ground, it bounces, and your feet escorts the ball and you do it like a rubber band. It shouldn't contact with your thighs. I recommend you to use these Persian Ball shoes because in doing the Clipper movement, the side part of your shoes is contributed to the activity. So sometimes the ball may slip on your shoes. And I recommend you to have these Persian Ball shoes because there is a peel layer in front part of the shoes and side part of the shoes, so the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. That helps you to do the movements faster and progress faster. And also, the Persian Ball that has a friction layer on the ball, as you can see, that doesn't slip on the shoes. These two products are designed especially for freestyle. In this level, we do it all together. We have learned all the steps with details and basics. So, In the fourth step, we do it all together and we don't use the ground. We drop the ball. Before it hits the ground, we do the clipper movement. An important tip that you should pay attention is that try to contact the ball mostly with inside of your foot, not with toes or wherever, because inside of the foot takes more space. Now it's time to do it with juggling. If you haven't trained juggling and you don't know how to juggle professionally for freestyle, watch the first video of this tutorial course that I have taught the juggling very carefully and with a lot of details. Then, when you become professional and reach the best style, you can come to this video and learn the clipper movement, because we don't want to concentrate on the juggling, we just want to concentrate on the clipper movement. You juggle with a little longer hit and then you do the clipper movement. If you want to become professional at this movement, try to do it twice in a row, because doing it twice in a row makes you do the first one correct and with a good height and upright. Now I did it, but the ball went in another direction, but I could land the movement. And if you do this movement but in 2 clippers in a row, you must do the first one correctly and upright, so you can do the other one or another movement that you want to combine. Alright, hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. First, train the single clipper and then try to do it 2 times in a row and train it very well. If you train it very well, the next week another tutorial will be uploaded. If you want to watch the previous tutorials, I put the playlist in the description. First, watch the previous tutorials and then this tutorial and the next tutorials, because we want to go with discipline and I want to see you on the border stage. Thank you and see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome to the 10th session of the Freestyle Football course of Persian Ball. And if you have done the previous movement very well, you can make a lot of fabulous combinations. So stay tuned with me until the end of this video that I want to tell you some important tips. Preparation for this movement is just juggling. If you don't know how to juggle for professional freestyle, or you cannot juggle at all, you can watch the first tutorial of this course that I have taught the juggling movement very carefully and with a great style. So first of all, watch the first video and then you can learn the movements and combinations. First of all, the ball must be in this area. That is an important movement. If the ball is lower or higher than this area, the movement is not clean at all. This movement is wrong because there is a massive distance between the ball and back of my head and it's not clean. The nearer the better. The nearer the ball is to the back of your head, the more the movement is clean. So try to throw the ball to the ground. When it comes up, it must be in your eyes level, and you can cross your head under the ball. So you train it 10 times and clean.
I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try to take it from me.
In the second step, we do it with juggling. We juggle and with a little higher hit, it must be straight, vertical and with controlled height. And then we do the fake Nake movement.
Try to take it from me.
If you have done these 2 steps properly, the beauty is in the combinations. You can do a lot of combinations with this fake Nake movement. If you have done the previous movements very well, you can do today's combinations too. So I will tell you 3 combinations that you can do with fake Nake movements and the movements that you have learned before. So listen carefully. The first combination is fake Nake plus crossover. I have taught the crossover movement in the 4th session. I'm gonna do the fake Nake and crossover movement combination, and what a fabulous combination it's gonna be. Both of them together are in the semi-professional part of the amateur level. We have learned the crossover movement, so what is the important tip? The important tip is that when you hit the ball higher and you cross your head, if the ball is coming in the way that it has gone up, you can do the crossover movement without any fear, because the ball lands in the part which you have hit it. And when the ball lands properly, you can do the fake Nake movement and crossover without fear. That's why you have done the fake Nake movement 10 times, and the only point is trusting yourself and going for the crossover movements before the ball lands. The second combination is doing it with the X movement. We have learned the X movement together and before the crossover, and it's a very easy movement. It is very easy, even easier than crossover movements. With which ball I can freestyle better and comfortable. I use this Persian ball. It has a friction layer and the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. And also, it has a great bounce. As you see, the ball bounce is standard, and for a person who wants to work professionally, his shoes weight is important, his balls bouncing is important, and the friction layer is also important. And also, I use this Persian ball shoes because it has a friction layer on itself and it's very lightweight. If you want to have yours, if you are living abroad, you can go to our shop site persianball.shop, and if you are in Iran, you can click the links in the description. The next combination is fabulous and so attractive, the combination with the clipper movement. After you do the fake Nake movement, you can see the ball coming down. Your weak foot goes beside and you take a space for your stronger foot to do the clipper movement. You can combine this fake Nake movement with a lot of great movements and make a lot of combinations. There's another movement that we can combine it with the fake Nake movement. I will show you, but the tutorial is for the next session, so don't miss the next session. This is it. This is called the magic spin movement. It has a detailed movement like this, and you spin the ball in the air, and it has a great combination with the fake Nake movement. So if you want to learn the magic spin movement, surely don't miss the next tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and it has been useful for you. Thanks for training with me every week, and see you in the next video.